Hey, gorgeous people. Welcome to this 10-minute meditation. This is a meditation where I'm going to take you on a little bit of a breathing guided meditation practice. So, first of all, I want you just to make sure you're somewhere comfortable. You can sit up, you can sit on the sofa, you can sit on the chair. Maybe you're at your desk and you just have that 10 minutes where you can just pause. You take that moment just to be, just close your laptop down, just switch off from the outside world. So make sure you're super comfortable. Maybe even take a little bit of a stretch. Maybe interlace the fingers, take the arms above the head, give yourself a big stretch, maybe yawn, maybe move the head from side to side, whatever feels nice. The hardest part of our meditation practice is the first part, which my teacher calls settling. It's like settling into our comfort. And it's always uncomfortable to stop because we live in a society where we're so addicted to being busy. So be really proud of yourself that you're taking this 10 minutes out just to stop. Okay, and then once you're settled, once you've got your comfortable space, I want you to close your eyes. I want to take a big breath in through the nose. And then breathe out through the mouth. Let the shoulders drop as you do this. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to take a big breath in through the nose, inhale. And then exhale through the mouth, let the shoulders drop. And again, one more time, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Very nice. And with the eyes closed, I want you to bring your focus, your concentration, your awareness to your tongue, and notice where your tongue sits. So quite often it gets stuck to the roof of the mouth, or it sits behind the back of the teeth. So I want you to see if you can just encourage it to fall back into the mouth and soften and relax. What this does is it sends a little signal to the brain to tell the body that it's safe. And when the body knows it's safe, it can begin to relax. A really simple little cheeky technique to tell the nervous system to calm. And see if you can just relax the jaw. You maybe even can have a little gap in between the teeth, in between the lips. Then I want you to bring your awareness to your forehead and soften the forehead. And then even though the eyes are closed, just see if you can allow the eyes to fall back into the skull. And then they just soften and they relax. And relax the cheeks. Soften down through the cheeks. Bring your awareness to the chest. Soften the chest. Relax the shoulders. Bring your awareness to the belly. Soften the belly, the thighs. Take a gentle breath in through the nose. And then just exhale. Really nice. This first part of the meditation practice is your settling practice. Gorgeous. And then I want you just to bring your awareness to the top of the head. Just really hold your focus, your concentration there. And I want you just to imagine that when you breathe in, your visualization, you're imagining the breath traveling all the way to the top of the head. And then as you exhale, you can just imagine the breath traveling all the way down to the tips of the toes. Rest there, rest the breath in the tips of the toes. And as you inhale, imagine the breath traveling from the tips of the toes all the way back up to the top of the head. And then as you exhale, the breath travels all the way from the top of the head, all the way down to the toes. Inhale here, imagine the breath traveling from the toes all the way to the top of the head. Exhale here, the breath travels from the top of the head all the way down to the toes. Inhale here, the breath travels from the toes all the way up to the top of the head. Exhale here, the breath travels from the top of the head, this time down to the knees. Inhale, the breath travels from the knees all the way back up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head all the way down to the knees. Inhale, the breath travels from the knees all the way up to the top of the head. Exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head all the way down to the thighs. On your next inhale, the breath travels from the thighs all the way up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head down to the thighs. On your inhale, the breath travels from the thighs all the way up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels all the way down, this time to the pelvis. As you breathe in, the breath travels from the pelvis all the way up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head to the pelvis. Inhale, the breath travels from the pelvis up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head, this time to the rib cage. As you inhale, the breath travels from the rib cage to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head all the way down to the rib cage. You inhale, the breath travels from the rib cage up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head, this time to the chest. Inhale, the breath travels from the chest up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head down to the chest. Inhale, the breath travels from the chest up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels down to the throat. Inhale, the breath travels from the throat up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head down to the throat. Inhale, the breath travels from the throat up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head down to the nose. As you inhale, the breath travels from the nose up to the top of the head. As you exhale, the breath travels from the top of the head down to the nose. Inhale, the breath travels up to the top of the head. And as you exhale, the breath just stays on the top of the head. And I want you just to hold your awareness here, just at the top of your head. Breathing in and breathing out. Just relaxing in the space, relaxing in your own awareness, relaxing in your breath. I'm going to give you a couple of moments just to be. Don't worry about the time. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Nice, guys. Just keeping the eyes closed, gently bringing the awareness back into the physical body, taking a big breath in through the nose, inhale, and exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. And then you gently bring the eyes open, bring yourself back into your space, back into your awareness. And you have the most gorgeous day. From my heart to yours, namaste.